somebody asked a really good question on the Periscope yesterday. I think it was Dan, and he asked about, as we were talking about paying interest versus earning interest, and he asked, is it ever okay to use debt in a business? And so I'm going to share with you guys my philosophy on that, and this is really a matter of philosophy when it comes to using debt in your business. I got started using other people's money in business and in investing, and thankfully, luckily, we were blessed enough that it never turned into something where we got in too deep that we couldn't get out. But my experience with debt overall has been a pretty negative one. It's the reason that I've not gotten as far as I wanted to get financially. And I think there are too many people that think when they start a business that debt financing is the best way to get ahead. And hey, hello from Philly. How are you? I'm broadcasting live from Kansas City today. Thanks for joining in. So I think based on my own experience, I really prefer keeping expenses to a minimum, especially when you have a new business and you're trying to get it off the ground. I don't think you're ever going to borrow your way to wealth. I know that there are an exceptional few business owners and entrepreneurs that have been able to leverage other people's money successfully and really grow their businesses. But generally speaking, if you haven't mastered how to create the kind of cash flow that creates a multi-million-dollar business, it's a bad idea to try to borrow your way there if you haven't become that level of a problem solver. Does that make sense? And so, again, it's a matter of philosophy. If you want to try to scale up your business quickly, and if you want a cash infusion and you want to try to grow things to a big level very fast, borrowing could be the way to get you there. But my experience has been, if I hadn't created tens of thousands in revenue yet, I probably shouldn't be borrowing tens of thousands. That's been my experience. And so I think it was Dan that asked on yesterday's Periscope, is it ever okay to borrow in my business? And the answer is yes, it's okay if you think you can pay it back and it's not going to cause you to lose sleep at night. So let me find a book real quick, because there's a really good book that a couple of friends of mine, Sean McCloskey and Steve Cook, wrote, and it's called Life and Air. And let me see. There it is, right there. Okay, go to the bookshelf here. This book, Life and Air, is it's called An Uncommon In-Your-Face Approach to Wealth, Success, and Prosperity. Be prepared to unlearn just about everything you thought you knew about success. The book's called Life and Air. It's by my friends Steve Cook and Sean McCloskey. And I've got, this one's one that Sean actually sent me and signed. And my company actually did a giveaway just a while ago where we gave this book away. We had 10 signed copies from Sean. But I encourage you to get that book called Life and Air. It's on Amazon. At this point, it's been out long enough. You can probably find it on most media outlets online. Really good book, though, about when it comes to starting and running a successful business, and the idea of, is a multi-million-dollar business really what everybody's going for? Because I will tell you guys, my business is only at 6 figures at this point, okay? We're not even a multi-million-dollar business. And we got started borrowing 4 years ago when we got started. And the way I look at it, borrowing only slowed us down from getting where we wanted to be. And now that we don't borrow anymore and we've been paying off debts, my lifestyle has improved dramatically because I don't have a hamster wheel where I'm having to generate monthly payments to pay a bank off all the time. It's really nice to have less payments. It's really nice to be in the hole less. And it just frees me up in so many ways. I'm able to sleep better. It frees up my thinking. My lifestyle is so much further improved because, if I need to take a few days off, I can take a few days off. I'm not constantly having to jump into the hamster wheel to keep the wheels turning, to keep the expenses paid. And so, I don't want to spoil the book, so you should check out the book Life and Air. And I think that will also give you a really good, honest picture from a guy because Sean and Steve both have been on both ends of that spectrum as well. Borrowing a bunch of money to try to run a multi-million-dollar hamster wheel versus building the business up slow and gradually and becoming the type of person that you have to be in order to generate massive income. So